Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to those of you that are housebound or spend a lot of time indoors, just to keep hope alive and to keep strong. I know it can be really hard when your quality of life is really low and you're in a lot of pain or illness and discomfort like every single day and everything like that. I just want to say life is worth living no matter what your illness throws at you. And you might look at me like she probably doesn't have it that bad, or she probably hasn't had it that bad. I've been in my share of pain, and same with limitations, because it wasn't too long ago that I was housebound and bedridden, and I'm a little bit better now, but I still believe the same thing, that life is still worth living no matter what your illness throws at you, and that being disabled is not necessarily worse than dying. Although the truth is that in some cases it can make you suicidal because of how stressful it can get. But I just want to say, keep the hope alive. When you're sick, a lot of the times we miss things that we used to do when we were healthy, and we can't do them anymore, and we have to deal with the grief and the loss of that. And what you have to do is find different things that make you happy, that you can do, that make you want to be alive. And finding silver linings in your everyday life is another thing too. So I just wanted to share some of the things that helped me, and also are just generally helpful for people who are either housebound or for whatever reason just spend a lot of time indoors due to illness. So the first one is a mood board. I think it's very important to create a mood board of kind of like home life. This was something that I also saw on another chronic illness channel called Fear Collision. I had the idea before I saw it, but when I saw someone else doing it, I was like, hell yeah, someone else is doing the same thing too. But yeah, basically a mood board or collages or whatever. I have a couple on my Instagram that I've posted. But just something that depicts home life and puts being at home all the time in a positive light. You can even, I say it in all my videos, that, especially if you're into fashion or picking out your pajamas, wearing, fashionable, cute pajamas, just something to make you feel put together, but like comfortable and cute type of thing. And yeah, so just different stuff like that. That would be the first thing. And then the second thing would be incorporating nature into your bedroom. This could be like fake plants if you can't tend to indoor plants, seashells, dried flowers, just different natural nature stuff, and just put a lot of it in your room so you just kind of feel like you're in a little forest and everything like that, especially if you're bedridden and you don't get to be outside at all, or or if you're housebound too and you don't get to be outside. I think it's very important to get nature and natural stuff into your room. And another thing is to get like a nature tapestry. It would have like a scene. It makes you feel more like you're outside and more like you're connected. And opening your windows is another thing too. And indoor gardening. Indoor gardening is really good because it's something that you can kind of focus on and kind of like spend your time on, something that you can see change over time. And you can also eat what you garden if you garden herbs or whatever indoors. Another thing that's important is having a lot of hobbies, making little projects out of the hobbies, and having a routine. I usually set an alarm to wake up around like between 8 to 10 a.m. When my fatigue was really bad, I would wake up at 10 a.m. because I just couldn't physically handle waking up so early. But now that my fatigue is better, I can handle waking up around 8 or 9 a.m. It's just important because, you know, waking up at different hours of the day all the time, especially if you wake up like really late on a regular basis, like at 12 p.m. or something like that, you're just gonna feel like your day is wasted. You're not gonna feel good, especially if you have depression, which is really common with chronic illnesses and chronic pain, especially if they're severe enough to the point that you're housebound or bedridden. And yeah, so having that structure of waking up at a certain time of the day, different hobbies that you want to do at home is very important to always keep yourself busy with different things. Personally, I do like reading, writing, playing instruments, YouTube, take classes online. Like I'll take like maybe like one class at a time because I have light sensitivity. Classes online for free, and they're self-paced. I believe I've talked about this before in one of my videos. So yeah, they're self-paced, and like you don't have to do a paid version. You can do a free version, and you know, have no pressure and just kind of like enrich your mind and everything like that. So there are a lot of different things that you can do at home that you can make projects and hobbies out of. I like doing projects because it'll keep me busy for days and gives me something to look forward to. It's just important to have that aspect in your life. Another thing is having like little events at home. Down in the description, some events that you can do at home, or I don't know, I just call them events because I don't know what else to call them. But like just different things that you could do that are just kind of exciting to do at home, and they're pretty cool. They're catered to younger people. Like one of them that I made was when I was housebound. I couldn't go to clubs, I couldn't do anything like that, so I would bring the club to my house. There's a episode that I did where I kind of did like a hookah lounge theme thing with one of my friends, and it's just basically that's one of the things. And I also used to have a projector, and I used to have movie nights because I couldn't go to the movie theater, so I would bring the movies to my house. And there's another one that I did where I would have like my dinner table decorated in a nice way where it would kind of make me feel like I was out at a restaurant. Then I would order from like Uber Eats or like some new restaurant or something like that with like friends or family. And you know, you can do all of these events with like friends or family, or like you're dating someone or you're married, you know, you can do that with them too. So that's gonna be linked down in the description because it's gonna be really lengthy for me to explain all of the events that you can kind of do at home. So yeah, so the last thing I recommend is video chatting, video chat support groups, and going to physical groups if you are able to go outside and it's not, you know, really hard on your body. So video chatting makes a big difference. It doesn't take as many spoons as going to actually, you know, visit someone. And yeah, it makes a big difference. And then you can go a step further and go to video chat support groups. There's a link in the description on one of the blog posts to some groups that you can go to. If you're not able to like physically go to them, there are some chronic pain, chronic illness video chat support groups. And I've talked about this before in one of my past videos. It was about socializing while you're housebound. And the last one is if, you know, you're not exactly housebound, but you're not able to go to work physically or anything like that, so you're at home all the time, and everything like that. If you are able to go outside to some degree, I would definitely recommend going to groups, like physical groups, like art groups. They could be about anything. It doesn't have to be chronic pain groups. And yeah, it will make a big difference in your life to do something other than being at home and just going to doctor's appointments, because that's how life is for a lot of chronically ill people, is just being at home and going to doctor's appointments. And you know, a lot of us have like, you know, a lot of us like lose friends, or friends fade away and everything like that, so our social circles get small, so you know, we don't get to hang out with our friends that much, so we end up seeing our doctors more than our friends. So you want to have, if you can help it, you want to have something besides that. And groups are a really great way to incorporate, you know, a social aspect in your life and getting out of the house and everything like that. They're really great. So if you are able to go outside, then I would definitely recommend them. And yeah, check out the blog articles that I've written on this topic for more information, and like, subscribe. Have a great day, and yeah, that's pretty much it.